We're back, Game 3 of 5, 2022 MLB RBI Central Regional 18U softball. I'm Thierry, joined by Austin Kroom. Like I said, Austin, Game 3 of 5. Talk about a little bit what we've seen today.
Yeah, so that first game, that Guardians-Reds game was an absolute battle between the two where it came down to the Guardians winning on that walk-off home run by the pitcher Lopez, who was a designated player in this one. And then we saw that game between Cincinnati and Indy, which was a quick one there as Cincinnati won that 15-0 in 3. Which is a good bounce-back win after that loss, but a tough loss there for Indy.
Absolutely. So now we come into this game. It's Cleveland RBI versus Cubs RBI. The current standings leader versus the hosting team. Guardians RBI getting things started like they have every other game. Sarani Siokaran pops one up, and it drops in front of the pitcher. That's Maggie Ryan. They're calling foul ball.
Seemed fair to me, but then again, I'm not wearing orange camo.
Maybe something else happened. I'm not sure, but like you said, you're not the one in the orange camo. We can't even call them blue.
No, we can't. Well, you also can't call them camo either.
Not quite sure what the pattern on that is. Either way, Siokaran back in the batter's box. Like I said, Maggie Ryan, the pitcher. Cleveland with a little bit of a different defensive look here. That one is fair. Laser to the third baseman, and they'll get the out.
Good play over there by Flores at third base for the Cubs. Nice little backhand and a throw over there to Deaton at first.
Cubs RBI 1-1 after playing Indy RBI on day 1 to get things started, and then taking the loss in their match yesterday. So they come into this looking to break that tie as Ella McCabe steps up to the plate. Hit by pitch, and so she gets an easy way to first base.
McCabe played catcher in that first game against Cincinnati, now playing second. Same thing I had said about Cincinnati earlier. The versatility of these players to be able to play anywhere in the diamond is quite impressive, especially in a tournament-style package like this.
They love to move around over there in Cleveland. Kristen Zach now, and the catcher pops up ready to throw down McCabe if she has to. That's Zoe Argianis. Making sure that McCabe doesn't go anywhere. The pitch to Zach, lasered again to Flores at third, who gets it over to second for the out. No time at first, but Flores, 2 hit right to her. 2 outs completed.
Yeah, good over there. Another good one by Flores, especially to even get the lead runner. It's difficult to do that in things like these, but getting McCabe at second by about a step was a great play and a great time.
Now it's Olivia Lopez. She hit the walk-off home run in the first game. This one won't go as far, but it's dropped by Natalie Hernandez, and so Lopez will be safe at first.
That will be an E6 on the play.
Sarah Harper now up to bat.
Yeah, Harper and McCabe just switched positions. Now playing catcher was second last game, so it seems like they have a platoon in both of them for those positions.
Now we watched Cleveland be able to get runners on base and just absolutely just keep piling on runs and work through a little bit of small ball, a little bit of big ball. Hernandez almost threw that one away in frustration with herself.
That would be another E6 there on Hernandez. Like you said, throw away a little bit in frustration. I get it. You know, plays like that, you make you angry when you're only 1 out away and now you have runners in scoring position. But you try to keep it as calm and collective as possible, especially in a situation like this against a golden team like the Guardians here.
As I was saying, this This Cleveland team, they can hit it long, they can hit it through the gaps in the infield, they can run, they can steal, they got a lot of speed, and it's definitely something for the catcher, Argianis, to be aware of as she's back there. You know, any balls that get past, they're going.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing Argianis be able to make that pop-up and an attempt to get a runner was one of the first we've seen with a quick pop-up time there. And with how crucial stolen bases have been throughout this tournament, you need somebody behind the dish who can get up and make plays.
Rodriguez now up to bat.
Game number 3 of 5 today for us here at WCSN 2.
One, two count now for Rodriguez.
As Detroit RBI shows up in left field preparing for their game, everyone's just showing up early today.
Detroit RBI rocking the orange. That'll be fun to see.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, especially in a matchup later where it's Cubs Detroit, you get that blue and orange, almost like a Boise State type color.
Almost. Maggie Ryan sets for the 2-2. That one, Rodriguez able to get it, and they get the force out at third. Hernandez recovers after tough go at it here in the first inning. Chicago, they'll go pick up the bats, and we'll be right back for the bottom half of the second. Cleveland RBI coming out of the dugout, ready to get their work done in the field. Chicago RBI picking up the bats. We've got Carly Brown and Yaneli Contreras warming up off to the right.
Seems like the Cubs got some really nice uniforms. I mean, being in their namesake of this tournament this time, they have the City Edition MLB jersey, Wrigleyville-esque jersey that they wore opening day, and now they have more of the darker navy blue, almost like a throwback uniform, the Cubs logo that you tend to see on the home pinstripes.
Hometown team, they came prepared with the style.
I mean, some of these jerseys are really nice. I mean, Guardians I've seen, they have their road blues, they have their home reds. If they brought a home white jersey as well, that would be quite impressive. But a lot of these teams have really nice jerseys. I mean, we talked about this. You guys may not be able to see it over in left field, but soon enough you will be able to see the orange jerseys of the Tigers RBI. Those are really nice as well. It's going to be a colorful matchup here in a few hours.
Nice bright oranges matching the umpires almost there.
Yeah, I hope you don't get them confused.
Almost ready to get going here for the bottom half of the first. With Chicago RBI just about ready to take to the batter's box. Kylie Brown is their leadoff. She's been in that spot pretty much all weekend. Bella Williams, the pitcher. Williams pitched a nice one yesterday for Cleveland. She'll look to keep it up.
From what we've seen so far from this Guardians team, their starting 4 to 5 is almost unhittable. I mean, touch up a little bit at the end there by Lopez after the error called game early. But even then, she was still able to bounce back and win that one. And I mean, give it yourself home run to walk it off. But their pitching staff is nothing to mess around about.
Absolutely solid. Madison Booth, who is not playing in this game, perhaps we'll see her come in as a substitute or a pinch hitter or runner later on. She can throw. She can pitch the ball pretty well. Olivia Lopez, like you said, and Gabby Williams. You haven't seen her yet, but I watched her yesterday. Some solid work there in the circle.
Using the rosin up there to get the grip going, as we had talked about. Those headbands can get you pretty warm out there.
Kylie Brown takes a big swing at that first one coming across.
If that first swing there shows anything for Cubs RBI, it shows that they're going to come out here and try to score fast, just like how Cincinnati did, and that got to the Guardians for a few innings.
Cubs RBI, we know they can put runs up. As Kylie Brown sends one out to left center field, and some miscommunication by the outfielders lets that one drop. That's Siokaran and Zach not able to get that one and get together for that out.
Little bit of difficult situation there between Zach and Siokaran, as Tia said, but when you're the center fielder, you take command on those, so that will be an E8 off Zach's glove.
E8 puts Kylie Brown on second base. Yaneli Contreras stepping up. She's the designated player in today's matchup. Called strike there, even though Contreras had to dodge a little bit out of the way. Umpire saying that one's good in the zone.
Yeah, well, Contreras is standing pretty close to the plate, so if she's got to back off a little and it's close, Williams may get the call.
That one, because of where she's standing, that one in on the hands, just knocks it foul. Siokaran not able to get there. Williams delivers. That one is popped straight up into the air. And Harper, as the catcher, able to get that one in her glove for the out.
Yeah, good play there by Harper. Even almost had a shot. If she had one misstep, she might have tripped over Contreras' bat there. So good for her to be able to keep her eye on the ball, even staring directly into the sun.
Nylani Deaton comes for her first at bat of the game. One-0 count now. That one too low, but it'll be grabbed and covered by Harper before it got too far.
Yeah, Deaton playing first base in this one. We'll see if she's got as good of a bat as she does a glove, and some of those catches over there by her teammate Flores in the first inning.
Williams struggling to get it in the zone now. 3-0 count. And will issue a 4-pitch walk to the first baseman. Natalie Hernandez, the shortstop, a couple of tough plays in the top half of the inning. Almost let her frustrations get to her. Let's see if she can get herself back in the zone here offensively.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Rodriguez, And Sanchez, or the Guardians, they're playing in on the left side of the infield, expecting a potential bunt or maybe a slap hit there to get a potential double play.
Hernandez just carries out one foul. She certainly got the speed.
Oh, she 100% has the speed to be able to beat it, but with there being a force out at third, second, or first, if there's something remotely close on the left side of the field, you may see a potential throw over there to Rodriguez at third to get the lead runner, and then a potential throw over to second to see if they can get Deaton, who had just walked.
Something short definitely does make it a little bit easier on the infield. All you gotta do is tag the bag, and you can tag up too quick for a double play. 1-1 count here.
Easier said than done, obviously.
Of course, you can say it, but you gotta put it into practice. That one pass, and force gone. Hernandez able to get a bat on that one for the foul, so make it a 2-2 count.
Yeah, now it'll be a more difficult task for this Guardians team to turn to here, especially with no one going from first on to second. They only have to step on the bag and hope that the runners don't tag up from second or third, look them back and hope they don't go on a run throw over.
Swing and a miss for Hernandez, and Williams picks up her first strikeout of the day.
Yeah, that's a super clutch strikeout there from Williams, being able to get out of that, giving it 2 away. So now there can't be a sac fly or anything like that here, which is great for the Guardians to potentially keep this one 0-0 headed into the second.
Maggie Ryan, the opposing pitcher, here now up to bat. Pitcher versus pitcher.
Haven't seen that too often. I mean, we saw Lopez hit for the Guardians a few games ago, but normally you see a designated player stepping in for the pitcher.
Well, you can use a designated player, and a lot of teams, they use it in a bunch of different places. Kristen Zach running up to make that catch, and so the Guardians get out of that one with no damage done, at least not on the scoreboard. We'll go to the top of the second to see if the Guardians, they can pick the bats back up and look like how they did versus Cincinnati. Be back with you in a moment. Back live from Cacciatore Stadium at DePaul University in Chicago, Illinois. I'm Tia Reed, joined by Austin Kroom to my left. We are super excited to bring you some MLB RBI Central Regional Championship softball. Here we've got Cleveland RBI versus Cubs RBI. We're in the top of the second inning. It's a tie ball game. No runs scored yet. Sarah Harper, 2 swings, 2 misses. Raven Hurley is the batter. She's got the 2 strikes. Able to get her bat on that one. Hernandez skips, steps, throws. Completes the out at first.
Yeah, Hernandez, after those first back-to-back E6s, has picked up pretty well in the next 2 plays, headed to her at short, which may just be a confidence booster. I know she looked a bit frustrated and kind of threw the ball away. Luckily, no one scored, but once you get those, you start feeling good again.
Definitely turning things around there a little bit. The shortstop is. So now the pitcher, Bella Williams. She swings and turns that one. Not quite to the train tracks.
It did hit a wire holding onto the train tracks, though.
Still waiting for one to hit the train. That train just came right by.
So
Imagine if she
close.
gets that one a little bit higher. Williams, another foul ball here.
Do you think that's happened before at this field? I mean, I don't know how long DePaul has had Wish Field here at Cacciatore Stadium, but there has to be one time where a ball came close.
It has to have happened. And then my question on that one is if a ball does go through, breaks a window in the train or anything like that, who pays for it? Who pays to fix it?
See, I feel like it might be the city who pays for it because it's accidental. But then again, since it's accidental, it could be DePaul.
And DePaul University is a private university, so it's coming out of their own pockets if it's them. Williams gets one high up into the air, caught by Flores in foul territory. 2 outs.
Yeah, 2 quick ones so far, and it looks like that left side of the Cubs infield, Flores and Hernandez, that's some really good chemistry and on-ball defense so far.
They're getting a lot of work on that side. Pretty busy now, Tyliani Sanchez. She's here now.
Didn't start in the first game of this one against the Reds, but might have been a strategic move to make sure they can have her platooning in this second one against the Cubs.
Sanchez, the shortstop in this matchup. Used her a little bit as a runner earlier today. Didn't get a chance to pick up the bat, I don't believe, though. Maggie Ryan delivers. Sanchez just gets that one foul.
Yeah, the Guardians may want to start trying to avoid that left side of the infield, but then again, they have Deaton's really good glove over there at first, so they really can't get it past this infield.
Gotta take it up the middle. Maybe hit a few to the outfield, see what they've got going on out there. That one in the dirt for the ball.
Not a bad idea, but if you try to hit it up the middle and it's remotely close, Ryan can just take a step out of the circle and go get it.
That one high, but Sanchez still swings at it.
Right next to the booth again, about 3 rows to the left of us or so.
A couple Guardians fans sitting out there playing dodgeball with a softball. Doesn't sound fun.
That doesn't sound fun at all. Because the person who loses is the person who gets out.
Sanchez swings on that one, takes it out to the outfield. Caught by the center fielder. So, through 2 innings, an inning and a half. Nothing on the board yet. We'll see what Chicago can do when they come back in the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second inning, Cleveland RBI versus Chicago RBI, 2022 MLB RBI Central Regional Championship 18U softball. I'm T. Reed with Austin Kroom. Zoe Argianis, the catcher for Chicago, is going to get this half inning started for the Cubs. Austin, this Guardians RBI team, they're the number 1 in the standings right now. They don't quite look like that, though.
Yeah, I mean, record-wise, you look at them and they are the peak, the number 1, as you may see. But this Cubs team is, even through it's only been a full inning or so. They've been able to pounce on some teams pretty early on, Guardians. So the Cubs holding them after those 2 errors and getting 2 on base is exactly what they need to do to hold this Guardians team to a potential loss and a chance for somebody else to potentially make that championship game and face them.
Well, the Guardians certainly have no shortage of energy, but maybe they gave a little too much. Maybe they took a little too much out of them to get the win this morning, and they've got nothing left for this here matchup.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, this Guardians, their depth is crazy. They have, even this game they have their runners in from last game who are starting now. So I wouldn't even put it past them if need be to put in some of the people from the first game as pinch runners. And I haven't even started with their pitching staff yet. I mean, they're just absolutely completely dominant so far through the few games that they've played here.
Bella Williams, the pitcher in the circle at the moment for Cleveland. Zoe Argianis, the batter. Two count now. Man, looking at the catcher, I don't understand how he's not overheating.
Yeah, he's got arm sleeves on and arm pads, which I get. He's got to make sure he doesn't get anything fouled off him because that's pretty painful, but cannot be comfortable back there, but looked movable on that strikeout call.
So the second strikeout for Williams here. Ava Manrique comes to the plate in this one. Manrique decides to go bunt. She's speed and she's going to run it out. Look at the wheels on Manrique.
Yeah, nice little bunt to the third base line. You could see that Rodriguez was playing back just a half step from where she normally does for the speedsters that they've played in this one so far, but regardless, it was just a infield single for Manrique, and good for her. And now Cubs is somebody scoring position with Flores coming up.
Manrique goes. The throw bounces and takes away the opportunity to get the out.
Yeah, and with Williams throwing a majority of off-speed pitches so far in this one, it's when the ball's traveling slower, it gives runners more of a shot to have a safe jump and a stolen base when it gets into the game time.
Big swing there by Flores, but no contact.
Two balls, one strike in the count. See if Flores can poke one into that right center gap. There's a lot of room out there, and with Manrique's speed, she could easily score on this.
That one comes outside, and so 2-2 count.
Time called here by Harper. Wants to meet with Williams on the circle. Maybe give her a chance to cool down and not sweat as much. I mean, it's even getting hot here in this booth.
It's getting toasty. It's heating up out here for sure.
It's got to be in the, low 90s potentially? High 80s at least.
Low 90s was the high for today. I think we've definitely hit high 80s. Maybe starting to creep into those low 90s for sure, though.
I mean, with that rainstorm this morning, it was in the high 60s when we had gotten out here. So it felt pretty nice. It's a bit of a jump to now, so might not be as comfortable, but it is what it is.
Just a little bit different. Flores gets one there. Manrique, she's going to stop wisely at third. Good coaching decision to keep her there. And Flores gets a single.
Yeah, good on Flores for realizing that because Manrique takes a bigger round at third, she's able to move up and advance to second on the throw. So that's just good heads-up base running awareness here from the Cubs.
The batter, Yadi Contreras, hit by pitch there, and bases are loaded. That'll bring them back around to the top of the order. That's Kylie Brown coming to the plate. 3 of her teammates on the base paths.
She had that E8 in the first inning after she crushed it to center, but Zach and Siokaran were not able to figure out what they wanted to do or who caught it.
Brown readies. She swings at that one, and it's in the outfield again. So Manrique comes around to score 1. They went for the second run and got it. That's Flores. 2 RBI single there for Kylie Brown.
Great piece of hitting there from Kylie Brown. She hit it to the left side of the outfield that first time, and this time she hit it to the right side, explaining the gaps here and giving her team the lead on arguably one of the better teams in this competition.
Well, I don't think it's an argument that this is not how Cleveland expected first 2 innings of this game to go. Just 1 out on the board as Yaneli Contreras gets that one. The flip over to second for the out. So able to get at least 1 down. Taliani Sanchez struggles a little bit.
Umpire's gonna make sure that Yadi Contreras is out or not after she had ran into the path of the shortstop Sanchez. So they are calling Sanchez out at third instead of the call at second. So Brown is safe there at second, and Contreras is safe at first with a fielder's choice 6 unassisted.
So that works out a little bit for Cleveland as you get the lead runner now. Lead runner's gone, and you keep the force with just the 2 on first and second.
Yeah, if I were Cleveland, I'd be happy with that as much as you hate to see one of your players get into contact like that. The lead runner is now out with 2 away.
So now 2 outs. 2 on for Nylani Deaton. One count. Williams delivers that one in for a ball. Make it a 2-1 count.
Not too sure how the umpires have been in past days, Tia, but I know at least in the baseball side of things, they love to call that inside fastball and the outside fastball in the corners as strikes any chance they can.
Deaton takes that one out to Siokaran in left field, and Brown will come around to score. Sliding in safely at third is Yaneli Contreras, and it just keeps on going for Chicago.
Yeah, double there by Deaton to allow another one to come in. That is a 3-0 Cubs lead. Cleveland's definitely not expecting that one. They're looking like they're playing tired in this one.
With time called, they'll take Williams out and end her day. And now I'd like to call it a treat. Maddie Booth, probably not the circumstances her team would want to see her in this game, but Maddie Booth nonetheless in this game. We saw her at shortstop earlier today. Now in the pitcher circle, she can do pretty well.
Oh, I mean, this team is, like I said, everybody is able to go around in a bunch of different positions. So seeing her come in here at shortstop is not a surprise to me after as well as she did at short early on today.
So while she gets acquainted with the catcher with the pitcher circle, we'll take a short break and be right back. Back at Wish Field at Cacciatore Stadium on DePaul University's campus in Chicago, Illinois. Maddie Booth is ready to get going and jump right into the action here for Game 3 of Day 3 at the 2022 MLB RBI Softball 18U Central Regional Championship. That's a lot of words.
Sure is. You've gotten it every time, though. So, I mean, I'm
Austin,
not surprised.
if you jinx me,
No. You know why? Because you're going to get it every time because you got it down.
hey, Natalie Hernandez, the shortstop for Chicago, the first batter who will have to face Maddie Booth from this Chicago team. Maddie Booth saw her yesterday in Cleveland's very first game, and what a sighting it was.
Yeah, so with Booth now being in the game, here is Williams' stat line at the moment. She did pitch for 1 2/3 innings, had 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, allowing 4 hits, and 3 runs with 2 of them being earned.
That one too low, so 2-2 count now for Hernandez.
Booth comes in a bit of a situation here, but luckily she has 2s all around, so just 1 more and she's good.
Doesn't give Hernandez a chance to swing Maddie Booth's first batter as she faces. It's a strikeout. And a good start to her turn in the circle. We will be right back for the start of the 3rd inning right here, WCSN 2. Back for the top of the 3rd inning. Cleveland RBI versus Chicago Cubs RBI. Sarani Siokaran starts off the 3rd inning with a ground out to second base.
Yeah, that's a quick one. That's all you can really ask for there from Ryan in the circle. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good way to start it off. Potentially keep the bats going if you can get out of this one quick.
Yuritsa Contreras, the one to handle that ball cleanly. Brings Ella McCabe to the plate for her second at bat. Ryan delivers that one. McCabe sends it up and into Hernandez's glove for 2 quick outs.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 2 outs so far. That's really good. If she's able to do this, a 3-pitch inning would be absolutely amazing for the Cubs at the moment.
But she'll face off against Kristen Zach, who's got some power in her swing. For sure, she's shown through this tournament. See if maybe she can get some production going offensively. First offering to her is a ball. Zach won't swing at that one and makes it a 1-1 count.
Yeah, Ryan actually had switched up her delivery there. Took a half step a bit faster to mess with Zach's timing. It looked like it had got her as she had watched a strike on the outside corner.
Zach able to foul one off. As her teammates cheer on.
I think that's why I love being at these softball games more. Just the energy. There's so much more life in here. Baseball it's quiet. They wait for things to happen.
3 strikes and you're out. That's Kristen Zach. 3 up, 3 down. Cleveland RBI can't get anything going. Chicago RBI will look to keep their momentum going as we roll into the bottom half of the third. With the sound of the L train rolling by, that signals the start of the bottom half of the third inning. I'm Tia Reed with Austin Kroom, 2022 MLB RBI, Central Regional 18U softball. We've got Cleveland RBI versus Cubs RBI. Maggie Ryan, the pitcher, starting things off. Tyliani Sanchez sends it over to first base. Gets things started with an out.
Yeah, it seems like both are going to go back and forth here, try to get back up to bat as fast as possible, especially with Booth still being pretty warm from last game. She played it short. Her arm's looking pretty good, and the defense behind her has been pretty dominant so far.
Chicago a little too much to handle for Cleveland in that second inning. Looks to keep them just at 3 runs here on the scoreboard.
Giannis with a strikeout looking in the last at bat. Definitely wasn't expecting that low and away fastball. See if she can protect in this at bat.
That one's gonna bounce foul for Giannis.
After you have an at bat where you get called out looking, what do you go up there with a different mindset, or do you just try to protect the best you can?
I mean, you get called out looking. It gives you certainly a better sense of where the strike zone is. Now the difference here is no idea what Booth's going to offer you, and we see it there as Giannis goes down again.
Yeah, definitely not what she's looking for, but so far you won't say that she's had a bad game because she's been doing exactly what she needs to on the defensive side. You know, not everybody can heat their bat up as fast, which is okay, but she's been productive on the defensive side of the ball.
Manrique, we saw the wheels on her in the last inning. She put down a bunt, stole a base, got all the way around to score.
Umps had a little confusion there on if she had gone or not. They eventually end up calling it ball 1.
Goes around on that one for sure, and it'll drop. Foul. Sending it over to second base. The throw from Sanchez just too high, and so Manrique gets to second. No problem.
Yeah, little infield double. And normally don't see that too often. Just got over the head of Rodriguez over there at third, but good on Manrique for realizing the lack of players at second base.
Flores pops one high into the sky, and first baseman Raven Hurley secures it for the out. So, no damage done in the bottom half of the third. We'll see what either team does in the fourth. We'll be right back at you with that. Guardians RBI, Cubs RBI, Chicago, Illinois, Cacciatore Stadium. I'm Tia Reed here with Austin Kroom for some 18U softball. Olivia Lopez now. She's pitched today, but today, right here in this game, she's a designated player.
Yeah, got to give her a little bit of a break on the defensive side of the ball, but after she hit that home run, I'm pretty sure she may have been a right in into the lineup just to be sure they have that kind of power sitting in there at cleanup.
Oh, and you can hit a home run in those types of circumstances. You are so valuable to the lineup here.
Just early on that one, but I mean, if she got a piece of that, that may have been a rope down the third base line there.
Just got on top of that one to hammer it into the ground.
Yeah, if she sat back a half second on that pitch, it would have easily gone.
2-1 count for Lopez. Maggie Ryan puts that one a little too high, so now 3-1.
Might not be a bad time for a intentional walk here, knowing the power Lopez has and could start a rally as she did just a few hours ago.
Lopez takes that one into the sky. Argianis wanted it, couldn't get it. No, doesn't hurt him too badly. Just keeps that. Doesn't go fair, so she'll still have to get her bat on another one.
Yeah, but it does make the count full, which is good for the Cubs here because it now forces Lopez to protect on something low and away, which the umpire has been enjoying calling that so far in this one. A common theme so far in baseball and softball.
She grabs a hold of that one. It's back. It's back. And it's over. Olivia Lopez, her second home run of the day. And this is the Guardians RBI we remember seeing this morning.
Yeah, I'm not super surprised there. Like I said, may not have been a bad idea to give her the walk with the power she had, but she got a fastball in and she absolutely sent that over the wall. Second of the day so far. That's pretty impressive.
Argianis couldn't get the foul ball to get the out, and Olivia Lopez makes her pay.
Cubs shouldn't be too worried about that. Yeah, you know, it may spark a rally there in the Guardians lineup, but they still do hold a run lead by 2, so they shouldn't be too worried about it. I know 0 out. Just act like it's a clean inning here and just move forward and do the best you can. I know that's easier said than done, clearly, but
Always easier said than done. Sarah Harper now will step up to look to try to add on to Lopez's breath of life.
Tia, you had said earlier that the Guardians had 5 home runs or something crazy like that yesterday?
Harper takes one back. Caught out in left field by Caught in left field by Manrique. Able to make that catch. Harper was one of those home runs the other day.
Did Lopez happen to have any of those, if you know off the top of your head?
Lopez did. She was a part of that. It was McCabe, Zach, Lopez, Harper, Rodriguez. All 5 of them took at least one ball over the wall.
Seems to be a common theme here with this Guardians organization.
They've got power
throughout the entire lineup.
As Ryan Sikora said yesterday, they can hit the ball far.
That is true.
Rodriguez sends the dribbler over to third base and not able to make it to first in time. Brings up Raven Hurley.
Hurley grounded out to a shortstop last time, so no, she's looking to snap that 0 for 1 spark so far.
Hurley just a little blooper popped up over to second base. So Cubs get out of that one. But Guardians, they put 1 run up on the board. That's top of the 4th. We'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th in just a moment. Getting ready to come back in. Bottom of the 4th inning. Cubs RBI. Cleveland RBI. We've got some lineup changes, Austin, don't we?
So, like I had said earlier, McCabe and Harper both could play that second base and catcher position, and it seemed that McCabe had now switched back to catcher and Harper has now switched back to second base. So it's exactly what they were running in that first game. You know, may have been a little bit of heat exertion there, may have been a framing position, who knows. But either way, both stay in the game, just switch positions. But both of their gloves being in there is crucial for this Guardians defense.
So with the lineup changes, they get ready to go. And it's certainly a hot one out here, especially on this turf.
Yeah, it's only gotten worse as the day's going on. I mean, we can't explain the Midwest heat enough.
Yadi Contreras, first batter in this inning for Cubs RBI. Hit by a pitch in her last trip up, but was called out. Trying to get to third before she could bring a run in for her team. Contreras quickly reaches an 0-2 count, so now she's got to foul him off or risk the strikeout.
And for those of you asking, hey, you know, why are you saying Contreras twice? There are two of them. They are sisters in the lineup. You have Yaneli Contreras, who is the designated player in this one, and you have Yadi Contreras, who's playing second base in this one.
So that one too low. So Contreras gets just a small tad bit of breathing room with a 1-2. Swings at that one, straight up in the air. McCabe rips off the face mask. Able to get it in the glove for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, even after switching from second base, I mean, your vision and distance can sometimes be a bit confused and not delusional, but just you're unaware of how far the ball actually is until you've been playing that position for a long time. But since she had played it earlier, she looked like a natural coming in for her first play behind the plate.
Kylie Brown looks that first one in for a strike. Swings and misses for another strike.
Yeah, she's reached twice in this one on 1-for-1 with reaching on an error and a single, which she later came around to score on after bringing in 2 RBIs on it as well.
We've seen a lot of the aces for each of these teams in this tournament. Maddie Booth, arguably one of the best pitchers in this regional. Gets that one in and gets Brown looking. Maddie Booth with the strikeout.
Yeah, great paint job there from Booth. That was extremely impressive to realize that she's going to get that inside fastball call, and she goes right after it, knowing Brown might not even try to swing at it.
That's her second K of the day. Yaneli Contreras now in the batter's box. Contreras lines on over to Hurley at third. Rodriguez at third. And that takes out of the inning.
Yeah, going through these quick. Pitcher's duel.
Cleveland running really quick. Now they got to try to put some offense up if they want to get back into this game. We'll be right back with you for the 5th.
Got a nice reel coming.
Cleveland RBI, Chicago RBI. Maddie Booth, we saw her take Bella Williams' spot in the pitcher circle. She also takes her spot in the batter's box, not able to deliver on her first time through.
Yeah, quick F5 there. I mean, you saw as soon as we went live, the pitch was in, and about a half second later, it was in the third base glove over there of Flores.
So it'll bring Tyliani Sanchez, and she gets a whole lot of that one. Let's take it to the outfield.
Yeah, good little piece of hitting there right off the end of her bat, but that's exactly what you need to do to start a rally, potentially pass to that, see if you can cut this lead, at least try to score one, get it down to 1.
Back to the top of the order, Sarani Siokaran, her third trip to the plate. That one high. Sanchez thought about it. Argianis makes sure she doesn't go anywhere. Similar situation there. Tag close. Umpire says safe. Sanchez getting aggressive, but Argianis, she's popping up making these throws quick.
She also is now making Yadi Contreras cover first base on plays like this with Deaton running in to get the bunt. Smart play, but also Contreras able to cover the bag is just why their chemistry is so good.
Chicago certainly rotating well here in the field. Siokran shows bunt. She'll get out there and move her teammate over.
Perfect sacrifice there from Siokran to move Sanchez up to second. It's all you can ask for here with 2 away, runner in scoring position.
So with Ella McCabe up to bat, Cleveland RBI has a chance to bring a runner in. Bring this gap a little closer, but they do have 2 outs on the board, so a lot to think about there. Maggie Ryan gets one in for a strike. McCabe gets that one awkwardly, and so Contreras
These innings are flying.
Able to make the catch and send her team back to the inning. Like you said, these innings are flying. Stay tuned for the bottom of the 5 here as we keep on flying through this game. This is the 2022 MLB RBI Central Regional Championship on the Windy City Sports Network 2. WCSN. We got 18U softball if you're looking for baseball. Well, I don't think there's anything being broadcasted at this very moment. They're prepping for game number 3 over there once they get up and live. That'll be on WCSN, Windy City Sports Network, our main channel. Or you can just stick around for softball. We don't mind it either way here. Coming now into the bottom of the 5th inning, Cleveland RBI versus Chicago RBI. Nailani Deaton, the first baseman, will get things started here in this bottom half.
Seems a little bit of a breeze is starting to pick up here. You can see some of the trees in the background moving, some of the players' jerseys moving, like Boost especially, while she has to pick up the rosin bag and move it on closer to her so it doesn't blow on away.
Flags blowing. I don't know if you can actually call it the outfield. That's over on the soccer field on the other side of the fence on the soccer scoreboard there.
I mean, at least there is a wall.
You gotta
look at it that way. Is it the greatest fence? No. But if there was no fence, some of the home runs, like by Lopez, would just keep going. But you don't know how far you're going to have to run to go get those.
But for the fence, nice facilities out here at DePaul, nice stadium. Great for these players in this tournament. 1-2 count.
It's a great opportunity for everybody involved. So
absolutely,
whenever there's a shot to play at a Big East school like this, you always take the chance.
Division I, Big East school. Everyone's just happy to be here.
Mm-hmm.
our counterparts at baseball. They're playing not Big East, but certainly a nice donor, Curtis Grandison Stadium at UIC. Raven Hurley unable to get her hand on the foul ball. Probably a little distracted by Deaton running by her, but luckily for Cleveland, that one lands foul, so Deaton will have to come back.
Yeah, I mean, Chicago got lucky on that one. Luckily, just gone foul. She gets another shot at a pitch there. Cleveland, they would have liked to have gotten that one. Get Deaton out, one of the better hitters in this middle section of the lineup. So, got to see what they can go after here with Booth and see if she's going to challenge her here.
Booth sends this one. Deaton not able to get a bat on it well. And they record the out at first base.
Yeah, good attack pitch there by Deaton. A fastball up, just got right underneath the hands of her. Booth just going to keep on chugging so far. She's been great ever since she came into this game.
Natalie Hernandez here now.
A pair of strikeouts in this one looking, one swinging. She wants to break that 0 for 2 and definitely wants to help her team continue their lead over the Guardians.
Hernandez, the first batter to take on Maddie Booth. Now everyone's gotten a look at her. We'll see if that changes anything for anyone second time around. That one low, so now 3 balls here for Maddie Booth.
Yeah, Hernandez probably shouldn't take her bat off her shoulder. We know she's got quick speed, so if she takes a free bag, she might be able to steal anyway.
Booth gives this one, called for a strike.
I would, at this point, there have been so many quick innings in this so far. If I was Hernandez, I would still not swing at this one, even if it was close. Just make Booth keep throwing pitches.
Draw it out a little
she's bound
bit.
to miss one.
But she does swing at that one, and now we've got a full count here. Props to Booth working her way back.
Watch out for that fastball in. Might try to get underneath her hands like she did of her teammate Deaton.
Gives this one, and Hernandez won't swing at it for the strikeout. Another one looking for the shortstop.
Heater in is exactly what got her. Got her looking again. She won away from the golden sombrero. Nothing you ever want to see here in games like these.
Maggie Ryan coming out to swing now. She'll swing at her first offering and won't even touch it.
So we've seen Lopez have a do-it-yourself kind of a home run and hit there. Maybe see if she could do that herself here.
We've got the 18U tournament here. But the one thing with softball, unlike RBI baseball, softball's only got the one team, no 15U. So you see some interesting things. Madison Booth is out here making batters look silly. Born in 2007.
Wow.
Just 15 years old.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you got nasty stuff, you're going to be able to get people out and help your team win anything.
Freshly 15. Just coming about 2 months off her birthday.
Happy belated birthday to her, and happy belated birthday to Kevin Malater as well.
Happy belated birthday to you, Austin Crew.
No, this is my birthday. I get to be here, and I get to do cool stuff like this as a job. I can never complain.
Belated birthdays all around. A little bit different time frames. Ryan with a 2-2 count.
Two's gone wild in this one. Let's see what she does here. Booth may try for the third time to get a fastball up and in. He's got the first two people out with it.
Swing and a miss by Maggie Ryan. 2 strikeouts in this inning for Madison Booth. Send her team to go pick up the bats. Once again, we're headed to the top of the 6th. Be right back with you. Sixth inning of Cubs RBI versus Cleveland RBI. Just about ready to get underway here. Kristen Zach coming up to bat. A little bit of changes in the field, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, we got one more. So we had Kylie Brown in right field, was a leadoff hitter, but now we have Bella DiMatteo taking over for her in right. A little bit faster, you know, might get some sack bunts down to get that lineup going, keep the lead up going here into the second half of this game.
Zach grabs hold of that one, rips it out to Manrique in left field, and Zach will start off on base for her team.
That's all you could ask for out of your leadoff hitter. If they can start a rally, especially with a power hitter like Lopez behind her, if she can get into another one, it could be a tie game real easily.
And Lopez's last trip to the plate, she hit that home run, but she let off, so just a solo shot. This one up, but not quite as far. Right there for the center fielder to be able to grab it. That's Mariela Arroyo.
Slams the bat a little bit there. She knew that she could have gotten all of that, but just got under it. Still plenty of time to get back into this one. About a full inning of play left, so at least one more lick to get up. And we've seen them do it before.
Arroyo, haven't heard her name much. She's playing as the flex, so won't hit in the lineup, but valuable enough to have out there in the field. That's who Yaneli Contreras bats for. Back to the batter in our box now, though. Sarah Harper for Cleveland RBI.
Oh for 1 so far, reached on an error in the first, but flew out to left field.
Takes that one out to left center field and moves her teammate forward while taking a base for herself.
Once everyone starts eating, you could see she feels good about that one, dancing on the first base path over there. Gonna force the Cubs to have a team meeting in the circle over here.
This will bring up Juliana Rodriguez. Looks like a team meeting is all it is. Maggie Ryan so far has held this Guardians team to just 1 run. I'll say that's pretty impressive, knowing what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, knowing how good of a squad they are, and they beat the the Cincinnati Reds RBI team that had just put up a 15 number on Indy RBI, and beating that team 7-6 in a walk-off. You show that both teams are good, which is why there's a decent shot that you see this team go the distance this season.
So team meetings adjourned on both sides as everyone jogs back out to their positions and their bases. Rodriguez readies the next pitch.
And for those interested on baseball, Reds RBI at Guardians RBI at Curtis Granderson Stadium has just gone live on Windy City Sports Network 1.
That's the third game over there at Curtis Granderson today. This is our third game here. Working on a little bit different schedules, weather delays. You know how that goes. Here's the 2-0 from Ryan. Rodriguez fouls it off for the 2-1.
Yeah, a little bit of a late swing there. Seemed a bit confused, even though it was an off-speed pitch there to Rodriguez. Just hoping to get something going with this one, especially with runners in scoring position, only one away.
One in the dirt, gets to the backstop, and so everybody moves up one.
Wild pitch there. Now, double play is way harder to get than before. And we've seen the Cubs in a similar situation like this. This is how they scored too.
Rodriguez fouls another one off, this time out of the stadium. Haven't quite got one back to the street yet after, I guess, a car was hit earlier today. Don't know what happened there.
Yeah, you know, I hope you have insurance. That's all I can say.
Another one in the dirt gives Rodriguez first base. Space is now loaded for Raven Hurley.
It's exactly what you want to see.
Or actually, it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here, so this will be
Morgan Peace stepping in. Bases juiced. She was pretty good in the first one. Had a couple runs get over.
first pitch in for a strike. Still just one out on there. Morgan Peace steps out of the way for teammate Kristen Zach to get in. So with the run coming in on the pass ball, Morgan Peace steps back into the batter's box.
Yeah, still one away here for Peace. See what she could do. Still runners in scoring position. I mean, the pressure you have to feel in a situation like this, down two, well, not down one, with pinch hitter up, you just got to do anything you can to get these runners in and tie it, especially with only a full inning of play still left here.
The strikeout there on Peace brings Maddie Booth up to the plate with 2 outs.
That'll pop out to third. Her first pitch she saw in this one, the same as her precursor Williams. Both popped out to the third baseman when they hit. Oh, here comes a bunt.
Goes for the bunt, gets safe at first, brings the run in, and Sarah Harper, and we've got a tie ball game.
It's exactly what you want to see. They expect Booth to be swinging away, and she drops one down right there, and there you have it, tie game. This is why the Guardians are never out of this one.
Booth happy to get that one down. She tried a bunt in the first game. That was one of the controversial calls, or at least one of the calls that parents in the stands disagreed with, so able to get one down there. She'll go for second, and she'll get there. As now Cleveland RBI putting the pressure on Cubs RBI.
Smart idea there by Booth and the Cleveland organization, especially realizing that if that throw to center field is wild, it's a run, but good on Hernandez to cut it off and make sure that nothing happens here.
Taliani Sanchez fouls one off into her leg.
Sanchez has the she has the at-bat in her hands. What she should be doing here, trying to make Ryan throw as many pitches as possible.
Sanchez pops one up high. It drops, and so 1 run comes in. Booth coming around, not able to be handled by the catcher, Argianis, and Booth is fired up. 5-3 game here now on top of the 6th.
Exactly what you want to see, a 2-run double there from Sanchez, especially out of the 9-hole hitter. That has to feel good to get something and give your team the lead here.
Booth using some of that speed to make sure she gets in home. Here's the energy from Cleveland. Siokaran now back to the top of the order.
Sack bunt in your last at bat, isn't looking to do that here. He's looking to score him.
That's hard hit, but line straight out to the center fielder. That's Mariel Arroyo. And so the inning will end on that one, but not before Cleveland takes the lead and sends Maddie Booth right back out to the circle to try to finish this off. We'll see you in the bottom of the 6th. Back at Cacciatore Stadium, Cleveland RBI, Cubs RBI. This is the 2022 MLB RBI Central Regional 18U softball. We're live from Chicago, Illinois. Coming back for the bottom of the 6th inning after Cleveland put up 4 runs in that top half, taking the lead. Cubs RBI will now look to match here. They'll start off with Zoe Argianis, the catcher. First offering from Maddie Booth doesn't make it to the plate.
Yeah, Argianis also another one who fell victim to the strikeout bug here, and this one is swinging and caught looking.
Argianis hoping to get a bit of a different result here. Already at a 2-0 count. Grabs a piece of that one, able to foul it off.
Healthy hack on that one, knowing that low and inside fastball could be called.
Argianis gets that one right over Sanchez's head, and so she's in safe at first to start this half of the 6th inning.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're Cubs RBI. All they need to do is come back. If they could somehow take the lead in this one, all they need is 3 outs to go and finish it. But if not, they still have one more at bat in the bottom of the 7th.
Manrique goes for the bunt. The speedster, she's running. She's safe at first.
Infield single on that one, just too fast there. Now you have a runner on first and second, no one away here. It seems like they may be getting a booth.
Angelica Flores, she shows bunt as well.
Super smart idea here by Flores. If you now have the third baseman playing in, Argianis on second might be given the green light to steal third here.
Well, we know she's got the speed to do it. And if one goes, I'm thinking both are going. The bunt put down by Flores. Not able to get to safe before the throw, but moves her teammates on over.
Perfect 1-3 sacrifice there on that one. Can't really ask for a better first out with runners on second and third for Yadi Contreras.
First one into Contreras, a bit low. Swing and a miss there for Contreras, making a 1-1 count. Contreras sends that one all the way back, and it's going to the wall. Manrique and Argianis both come in to score, and Contreras is on third base. 2 RBI triple there for Contreras.
And all the Cubs need now is one more run to score it, and look who comes back into the game in the leadoff spot. Kylie Brown.
Kylie Brown back around after taking some time off. She's right back in the lineup. Still just 1 out on the board. Brown swings at that first one, sends it into the backstop with a foul ball.
Yeah, good move here by the Cubs. For those who aren't aware, when you pinch hit a player in high school softball or baseball here, you are able to bring them back in. There's 1 allowed per game.
Contreras now with a 1-1. Thanks to that one coming in a bit inside, just under the elbows. Booth's in there for a strike. Now?
This Cubs team is really giving Cleveland a run for their money, almost like the Reds just a couple hours ago. Same inning as well.
Cleveland, they've had to fight all day. But it looks like Maddie Booth's going to keep them fighting, getting the second out with the strikeout on Kylie Brown.
And who better to come up now with her sister on third, Yaneli Contreras. Potential to bring her in to take the lead in this one.
Will the Contreras connection score another run for Cubs RBI?
Would be a massive hit here for this Cubs RBI team, and all the families and fans in the stands here are getting loud, and you can see they're on their edge of the seats.
Everyone's getting excited. Lots of energy in the air. McCabe doing a good job making sure that one gets in the glove. just low of the umpire's strike zone. So 2-1 count now.
Yeah, some of the parents of the players in Cleveland RBI are up out of their seats and on edge. You can see they've quieted down to see if they can get out of this.
Strike 2
Yeah,
on Contreras.
Some of the fans not too happy about that. I mean, you can hear them a bit livid on that one because that's been called a ball multiple times.
That one looked to be not too far away from where ball 2 was called.
Exactly.
2-2 count nonetheless. Comes inside and high to load it up.
Full count here. Contreras on third and Contreras in the box. Look for Yanelli to protect here with Deaton up next.
2 outs, full count. 1 runner on third. What will Matty Booth do? Gets the strikeout to complete the inning. Yanelli Contreras goes down swinging. And we go to the top of the 7th. Tie ball game, top of the 7th inning. Cleveland RBI will bat first to break the even game. This is the 2022 MLB RBI Central Regional Championship 18U softball. Cleveland RBI, like I said, versus Cubs RBI. I'm Tia Reed, joined by Austin Kroom. We're coming to you live from Chicago, Illinois at Cacciatore Stadium on the DePaul University campus. First out, Ella McCabe to try to see what she can do to get her team started in this 7th.
Well, I mean, we've seen the Guardians just today alone come into a tied contest. They're not the home team in this, but they did end up winning that one.
McCabe smacks that one out of this park. That's over the fence.
Absolute bomb there from McCabe. Almost the same spot Lopez hit her walk-off just 2 games ago and her home run in this game.
Second home run of the game for Cleveland RBI. They stretch out that. They create some distance between them now here. Breaking the tie. Kristen Zek, I've said it before and I'll say it again. From McCabe all the way down to Rodriguez. Future pitchers beware. Zach gets a piece of that one. Won't go back far enough. Caught in center field for the routine out.
A good bounce back out there for the Cubs and Ryan on the bump, especially after giving up a game-leading home run. But luckily for the Cubs, they still have one more lick here, being the home team and being in a place close to home for a lot of them in the city of Chicago. There's a lot of Cubs energy here.
So the question is, how competitive are teammates? Olivia Lopez, she gets one. McCabe says, I'll get one of my own. You think Olivia Lopez, she wants to match her?
If you asked me yesterday if there would be 3 more home runs hit on top of the 5, I would have said no.
Cleveland RBI. They hit balls far. Lopez gets one in the gap between Hernandez and Flores for a single.
Good piece of hitting there by Lopez, just showing that she's not just a power hitter. She can get people on when need be.
Harper had all of that one. Too bad she takes it foul into the stands. She'll have to do it again and get it into fair territory if she wants to move Lopez over.
Tigers RBI and Indy RBI getting prepared for their game within the next hour or so. You know, warming up in left field. They're ready to get it going.
So there's one in, 1-1. If you're curious, I know we've got a tight one here, but over on the Windy City Sports Network, our main channel, the third game at Granderson Stadium. First pitch was a while ago. They've been getting things going over there as Harper takes one out to Kylie Brown in right field. If you want to go check that game out, I guess you're welcome to. We can't stop you, but we sure hope you'd finish it out over here with us before you head on over there. We know Guardians are playing in that one as well. Now 2 outs when Julia Rodriguez comes up to the plate. Fouls one off for 0-2. Rodriguez gets that one over to Angelica Flores, so Flores completes the out with a toss for her teammate at first. Going to the bottom half of this inning. We'll see if Chicago RBI can overcome the deficit, maybe tie things up, or if Guardians can secure the win. Cubs RBI down to their final 3 outs, and this one, they already sit at a 1-1 record. Cleveland RBI at a 3-0 record. Will the Cubs be able to overcome the Giants in the MLB RBI Central Regional? Or will Cleveland just keep on steamrolling through the pack?
I mean, you hit the nail right on the head with that one. They are the Giants in this division. I mean, their lead above everybody is massive. They haven't lost a game so far. And the way this one's looking, they may not.
6-5 lead for Guardians RBI. Nailani Deaton. First batter that Cubs will bring to the plate. And that one's in there for a strike from Booth.
Yeah, you got the 3-4-5 part of this Cubs lineup. Deaton, Hernandez, and Ryan coming up. Maybe a potential to see a pinch hitter used on Ryan. She has been pitching all the games, so you never know.
So one right in the zone, one low for a 1-1 count. Matty Booth talking to her infield a little bit. Deaton decides to call time. She gives the pitch and Deaton swings for strike 2. Here's Booth. Deaton pops that one over the back of the press box.
Yeah, I mean, the luck here, foul balls. You gotta give a variety. Chance to hit the L train, some cars, get into the press box.
Take out whatever you want.
You don't have that opportunity at Curtis Granderson Stadium.
Booth gives that one. Deaton hits it right to the second baseman. That's Sarah Harper for the first out. So now Chicago down to 2 outs. It's Natalie Hernandez, who hasn't had the best of luck today. 3 strikeouts in 3 at-bats.
1 away from the golden sombrero, but if she gets a key hit here, no one will ever remember those 3 strikeouts.
One low there. Far inside is Matty Booth, making it 2-0. As we sit here, seeing what Chicago will do with their final 2 outs. Tigers RBI and Indy RBI, they sit in the outfield and in the stands awaiting their game. They're next here on this field and on this channel. 0-2 and 0-3 taking on each other. Both teams looking for their first win. Hernandez readies, watches it in for the 3-1.
Rightly so. Smart idea by Hernandez there not to get out, because if she chases something she can't hit pretty well, that's just another out, and then they're 1 away from losing this contest.
Hernandez side swing at that one, thought she had it. Lows up the count either way.
Just gonna have to protect here. Like I keep saying, Booth has gone to that up and in fastball and has gotten multiple calls on it, so she might go for it here.
Did she go? She went. That's strikeout number 4 on the day for Natalie Hernandez, and 1 out left to go. It's Maggie Ryan, the opposing pitcher, to try to get something done here to keep her team alive.
Yeah, Hernandez, golden sombrero in this one. That's nothing you ever like to see, regardless of the competition you're playing.
First ball to Ryan is, in fact, a ball.
Yeah, you can feel the energy here as people are starting to get more and more quiet and let the game play at its own pace.
Here's the 1-0. One pitch there.
People not too happy about that one, but umpires have been making interesting calls. Been decent a majority of this contest so far.
Both sides seem to be taking their time here. Booth gives that one outside the zone.
You could see second baseman Harper telling McCabe at catcher to do some signals there, because Harper also is a catcher, so she knows some of the signs, and she thinks she may have a strategy for a way to get past Ryan here and seal another victory in this one.
Certainly I've seen Booth looking over at Harper a couple of times before delivering a few pitches, hoping to move things along here. The 3-1 count now. Ryan hoping to stay alive for her team in this one. Swung on by Ryan, fouled up.
One strike away from staying undefeated in this one. Cleveland Cubs looking for their second win in this one as well.
Ryan fighting to stay alive.
Choke up! That's what she should be doing. She's got the longest bat I've ever seen.
That one comes in high, and so there's a walk for Maggie Ryan. Tying run on base, leading run up to bat, and Zoe Argianis.
Yeah, she could become a hero in this one if she's able to somehow get that runner Ryan in home to score and tie it.
Argianis, one of the 2 runs the Cubs scored in the last inning to bring it to a tie game, but then Cleveland came into this one and decided they weren't going to leave it tied for too long.
The Cubs had to feel the dream sweep. Dad kind of told me something like the kids there. And then I was walking by at Leaf Theater, and he just like,
That's 2 balls
he's like, don't worry about it.
for Argianis.
You can see Cleveland is trying to save as many pitches as they can with their shots here. They have a high possibility of making it to the championship game. I want to save everyone they can.
Okay, make sure that Ryan goes back to first base. And coaches are going to come in. Enfield's going to come in. Coach comes in to talk to Maddie Booth, make sure she's good and can do what she needs to do for this final out.
I mean, even getting a strike here is way harder than most people think, with the amount of pressure here and the record that they have trying to beat a team, especially like Cincinnati, knowing that they have a shot to face them, trying to go for their 4th championship in a row, which is tomorrow morning. So if Cleveland can finish this one, they will have the remainder of today to rest and kind of scout out who their opposing team will be for tomorrow.
That's how we've been doing it.
I've lived here my whole life. I'm not into any of these. I went to college anyway, so
Zoe Argianis trying to play a little bit of hero ball here. She's got a 3-0 count. She could draw the walk. Won't get it on that pitch, though. Maddie Booth able to get a strike in there.
Yeah, I mean, good on her, but still, Argianis is in a hitter's count. If it's close, she may want to go for it, but like I always say, in a situation like this, you don't want to chase anything, so you'd rather have that strike be called.
She swings at it. Foul tip. Chicago down to their final strike on their final out.
It's time for Argianis to protect here and try to potentially spoil the perfect record of the Guardians so far in this one.
The 3-2 from Booth is on its way. Smack over to Tyliani Sanchez. Not able to handle it, and so runners safe at first and second. The Cubs play on.
Yeah, I mean, after that error at shortstop there by Sanchez, you give Manrique the chance to come up, who has 3 hits today, 2 singles and a double. This is not the person you want to come up here.
Manrique has had her way with this Cleveland pitching staff today, using her speed to get on base. But that's power there. Straight to Serrani Siokran as Cleveland RBI gets the final out they need to complete this game.
Cleveland wins a tough one here to remain undefeated and most likely going to make it to the championship game tomorrow. Even as a potential to rematch the Reds like they did today. Just going to have to see for the remainder of the day here.
With that, Cleveland completes their pool play. Undefeated, have not lost a game here in Chicago. They'll look to compete for that championship. Chicago Cubs in a hard-fought one. Dropped to 1-2 there. They play again today. Later today, they finish off here at Cacciatore Stadium. But right now, as Cleveland celebrates their win, Chicago looks to regroup. We'll sign off, at least for this game, as Indy RBI and Detroit RBI ready to take the field. And what was the 3:30 matchup? Looking more like a 4.
3:30 matchup that was supposed to be was Indy against Detroit, and then the Cubs still have a shot later today when they play Detroit as well. So Cubs very well still have a shot to make it tomorrow. It could come down to anybody for this championship game tomorrow morning.
Certainly a spot open in that championship game. But for this one, final score, 6-5 Guardians RBI. They go 4-0. Chicago drops to 1-2. We'll see what 0-3 Indy and 0-2 Detroit can put together in the next game. For Austin Kroom, I'm Tia Reed. Thanks for tuning in, and see you in a few minutes with the next